Hello, greetings to you. You're welcome to Touch Billion TV, and today we are actually going to be talking about looking at the gold chart. As you all know, we do this on a daily basis. On a daily basis, we look at the chart of gold, and if this is actually your first time, do well to click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification, so whenever we post videos, you'll be updated, notified, and you can actually get to see our bias on gold. And trust me, this is super exciting. So in our last episode, we looked at gold and we actually pinpointed various zones and points we felt that the market was actually going to get to. Now, at first, the market was around this region here. So I'll be using this arrow to, give us clear stuff. So the market was around this region here. And we said that the market was actually going to come down to feel an imbalance around here and tap on this zone here. Then I also let us know that due to the fact that the market had actually filled this imbalance here to some extent and went all the way up and started coming down, there's a tendency that this particular OB is not going to hold, meaning that the market can actually mitigate this point, go up a little and go down and actually come to these zones. And that was exactly what happened, right? The market actually came to these zones. You can see this zone here, this first zone and this second zone, and that is where we actually have the market currently in, this first zone here and this second zone here. You can see that the market came first to this zone, went up a little, came down again, tested this zone, and currently went up a little. Use this point as a point of a point to go down. Now, what are we looking at currently now for the market? So we're going to take out this point here. This point has been invalidated, and we're also going to we're going to take out these particular points here as well. This point is no longer a major point of interest, right? Unless it will act as a point of resistance when the market is actually going back to those zones. So now, what are we looking at now? Now, first of all, we still have this key level here, very. We still have this key level here, very active. This point at this very top here, right? We still have this key level here, very active. So we are also anticipating that there's a tendency of this market coming to this point and going down, right? So that's why we're not taking out this key level here. And also we still have this point, which is like a major point of interest, which is the imbalance all the way down here, this imbalance here. We still have this imbalance. So there's a high tendency of this market coming down here. But then there's something unique and significant that is currently happening right now in the market. And what is that? The fact that this market is currently at a zone, this can actually be called a point of support here, this zone here. You see this straight line here. The market has tested this point 1, 2, like 4 times, right? It has gotten to this zone like 4 times and it has been rejected, right? Now, this can actually mean 2 things. One is the fact that the market is being rejected at that particular zone, which is actually giving a buy signal. Number 2 is that once the market gets to a particular zone multiple times, that particular, whether it's a support point or a resistance point, it is no longer strong. It gets weaker. The more time the market gets to that zone, the less effective that particular zone will be, right? Or should I say, the strength to hold the market at that particular zone, will be weakens. You understand? That's the right word. It weakens. So you understand? So clearly we have seen this happen severally here. Right? We've seen the market come to this zone here, 1. We've seen the market come to this zone 2 times, 4 times now. So what are we looking at here, right? And of course, we've not seen any clear break of structure at any point, right? We've not seen any clear break of structure at what any point. So what are we looking here? Now we're looking at let's get to go to the lower time frame. Yes, we can see bullish pin bar candle being created. You understand? So indicating that this market is probably actually going to go up, and that is exactly what the market is currently doing right now. Indicating that this market is actually going to go up, and that is exactly what we're seeing the market doing. Now, what are we really paying attention to? Now, this is it now. Now, there's a tendency of this market coming down, but then what I'm looking at here is the market probably has this tendency of coming all the way up to this very point here. The market has a tendency of coming all the way up to this very point here, and we can actually see the market selling from this zone. Selling from this zone. We can see the market, a tendency of this market coming all the way down and selling from this zone, right? And selling from this zone. So this is a tendency of what we can see from this market, right? So if it comes up, yes, we can experience some level of resistance from this particular point here. We can experience some level of resistance from this particular point here. But then if it breaks it, then this is what we're looking at, right? A sell from this zone, right? This is what we're looking at. A sell was from this zone. So this is a high possibility of what the market can do, because we've seen the market reacted from this zone, right? You see this point here, this straight line below here, right? The market has reacted at that point, at that point couple of times, right? So this is what this is the high tendency we're looking at. And why do we feel that can fly? Of course, we can clearly see from here there are clear break of structures from this point, like from this point and also from this point, right? So we can just use this one and just get that, right? Clear break of structures, right? This is like a clear break of structure, right? So we're just going to be expecting the market coming down, which is something that is going to happen. You understand why? Because the market is actually going to come down and feel this imbalance we have here below. Then we're actually going to be seeing a massive buy from this zone. Now, today we're having CPI news, right? So you want to be very, very careful in your trading. But today we're going to be having CPI news. So you also want to pay attention to what the news is doing. So if you don't know how to trade fundamentals, then please just stay away from the markets, right? If you don't know how to trade fundamentals, just stay away from the market. An interesting buy that would happen, but then overall today there can actually be a massive sell. You understand? So please, if you got value watching this video, do well to subscribe to the channel, do well to like the video, do well to turn on the notification button, comment in the comment section, question or contribution, and know fully well that we're here to help you win. Thank you.